Hi guys, welcome to this video on customer acquisition costs. In assessing the viability of your business model, there's two metrics you need to consider. One is the lifetime value of your customer, which we've covered in a previous video, and the other one is the cost of customer acquisition, which we'll cover now. As the name suggests, cost of customer acquisition is the costs your business incurs in acquiring a new customer. How do you calculate this? So it's pretty simple. You take the customer acquisition cost for a given period and divide it by the number of new customers for that period. So the big question here is what is contained in this customer acquisition costs? These are things like the wages for your sales and marketing team, any expenses like pay-per-click or SEO, advertising, and any other expenses to do with onboarding the customer. So you take those costs over a period, say a month or a quarter, you add up the number of new customers you've received in that period, and you get a unit cost. So why is customer acquisition cost important? Customer acquisition cost is a modern metric that we see a lot of e-commerce companies and SaaS companies following, but from our experience, we don't see a lot of traditional businesses following them. We think it's important because it's crucial to understand the profitability of your marketing and sales efforts, because then you can analyze them, see which ones are most profitable, double down on them, and perhaps either improve the less profitable ones or scrap them altogether. So you've calculated your cost of customer acquisition, you've got that number. What do you do next? The important ratio to look at is your customer lifetime value to your cost of customer acquisition. Now, why do you look at this? It's important to understand if the customers you're acquiring are profitable. So we've got some figures here to act as a benchmark to understand if you're actually acquiring customers profitably. If that ratio is 1-to-1, as a whole on your business, you're losing money. The sweet spot to target is that 3-to-1. If you're here, you should be pretty happy. Anything above that and you're acquiring customers at a very profitable rate. If you're sitting in this area, how do you lower that cost of customer acquisition? There's two main ways which we focus on. One is taking a look at the channels in your business through which you acquire customers, segmenting them and pulling them apart. So if you have a sales team, it's really looking at the segments of your funnel, seeing which ones you can make more efficient, and once you find the most efficient channels, double down on those. The other method which we see underutilized, and it's probably the most important one, is customer success. It's making sure your current customers are so happy that they're willing to refer you more work. We see a lot of businesses nowadays that should have a customer success team that don't, and all the best businesses we see have a really successful customer success team.